jail than any other country on earth. 2.2 million people in a broken criminal justice system. Anybody think it makes sense to be spending $80 billion a year locking up our fellow Americans? So what we need, climate change. I know that the brain scientist, Donald Trump, has been in California. And after years and years of exhaustive study, Mr. Trump has concluded there is no drought in California. And he has also concluded that climate change is a hoax. Now think about how dangerous it is, not just Trump, but that we have almost an entire Republican Party so beholden to the fossil fuel industry that they can't even acknowledge what virtually the entire scientific community is telling us. Climate change is real. It is a terrible threat to this planet. We have got to transform our energy system. And by the way, if we're going to do our best to make sure that our people have clean drinking water, we're going to have to end fracking as well. Here's what I have found interesting, is that virtually all of the issues that we talk about in this campaign, they're not considered radical ideas. They, in fact, are the ideas that a majority of the American people believe in. You go out all over this country, our infrastructure, roads, bridges, water systems, wastewater plants, rail system, airports, is in massive disrepair. Who denies that we've got to rebuild our infrastructure, and when we do that, we create millions of good-paying jobs? Who denies that the minimum wage of $7.25 an hour is a starvation wage? We've got to raise it to a living wage, in my view. So what this campaign is about is making the profound statement that given the power of the ruling class in this country today, and we've got to be honest about that, we have got to understand that Wall Street has endless supplies of money. I use that word advisedly, endless. They spend billions of dollars to get deregulated. They spend billions of dollars to have the Congress bail them out. And they're spending billions in order to prevent us from breaking up the large financial institutions. We're taking on the power of corporate America, who if they can make $5 more by shutting down a plant in the United States and moving to some low-wage country, they would do it tomorrow. We're taking on the drug companies, who are charging us the highest prices in the world for medicine, and people in this country are dying because they don't get the medicine that they need because they can't afford it. We're taking on a corporate media who, almost on the pain of death, refuses to allow serious discussion about serious issues. 24/7 political gossip, almost nothing about the issues that impact working families. So what this campaign is about, and why I am so gratified that when we began this campaign, we were considered to be a fringe candidacy. We have now won 20 primaries in caucuses. We have lost 3 or 4 of them by just a few votes. And tomorrow, in the most important primary, the largest primary, the primary that has 475 pledged delegates, because of the work you have done and because of the work you are doing right now, I think we've got an excellent chance to win this thing. And let me just tell you you why your work is so important. This is the reality of American politics right now. And that is, 2 years ago, we had a midterm election. 63% of the people didn't vote. You all know that? 60 to 80% of young people didn't vote. Overwhelming majority of low-income people didn't vote. But things are beginning to change. And here is where we are today. Let me be as honest and straightforward with you and why your work is making all of the difference. Tomorrow, if there is a large voter turnout, and I want to tell you something which I am proud of, but I want everybody here to be proud of. I think in a significant way, not completely, but because of our campaign and the energy that it is bringing forth, there has been an incredible surge in voter registration here in California. And what that surge, as I understand it, is about is young people registering to vote, Latinos registering to vote. And we should all be very proud of that we are bringing people into the political process to reclaim a vibrant democracy. But it's one thing for people to register, it's another thing for people to vote. So where we are right now, when we lay it right out on the line, if there is a large voter turnout tomorrow, we are going to win here in California. If there is a very large voter turnout, we're going to win by a big number. But I also have to tell you, if there is a low voter turnout, we're going to lose. That's the way it is. Because Secretary Clinton's voters are very reliable voters. They have voted in many past elections. They will be out tomorrow, or have voted already. Our people are younger people. Our people are working class people who over the years have had real suspicion about the political process. They turn their backs on it. We're trying to bring them in. And that is hard. We got to be honest about that. So our job tomorrow is to see that California has the largest voter turnout in Democratic primary history. And I think we can do it. Now the other way, the parting words that I want to give you is this. If you think that helping me get elected is all that you have to do, that's the reason. The hard part is once we get into the White House. Because the powers that be, whether it is Wall Street, whether it is corporate America, whether it is wealthy campaign contributors, they are going to fight us tooth and nail in terms of every progressive idea and piece of legislation we bring forth. And what we have got to do, and this is not easy, this is unprecedented. How, in fact, do you create a vibrant democracy in America? How do you create a Democratic Party which is more than a group of people raising money from wealthy campaign contributors? How do we open the Democratic Party to working people and young people and give them the power to transform America? Truth is, that's not easy stuff. It's never been done. But we can do it. We can do it! We can do it. And once we do it, and again, this is not rhetoric, I just want you